Hi everyone, it's Joe. Welcome back to another ramble. It is Sunday. Yeah. Sunday. It's Sunday, November 16th at 9:37 p.m. and now I'm gonna yawn. Oh my god. I think, and I've said this before, I think my brain is just conditioned to yawn whenever I do these. I don't know why. I'd love to know why. But, I haven't yawned all day, and I fired this up, and here we go. Oh my god. Okay, well, here's hoping that my yawns don't interrupt too much, but I know they always do, so, alright. Let's see. Stuff that happened last night after the ramble. Other than me just playing. Oh my god. Other than me just playing The Division. Yeah, I got nothing. I'm fairly certain that's all I did. So stuff I did today. Although, spoiler alert, like most Sundays, today it was not very, not a whole lot happened. So, while I do have stuff to talk about to help the time, I feel like the daily events will be done and over with, very, very fast. Which, who knows? Maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing, maybe the daily events are your favorite part, and you're like, no, they're only gonna last for 2 minutes, but maybe you're like, this is my least favorite part. Maybe you're just here for all of it, I don't know. Alrighty, so, I woke up today at 11:45. Oh my god. However, I don't know, in my defense, I don't think I went to bed until 5 in the morning. Oh! Wait a minute. There is something I did last night. That reminds me. So I was listening to a Trash Taste After Dark stream of them, playing this, role-playing, tabletop game. And I think it was 4.5 hours long. I didn't finish it till today. I finished it after I woke up, and I was laying in bed, and I watched, the last hour and a half. But, yeah, I stayed up and watched, 2.5 hours or 3 hours of it, I think. Oh my god, make the yawning stop. Jesus. I hate this. I swear to God, I don't yawn. I haven't yawned today. I do yawn. I haven't yawned at all today though. I swear. As soon as I started this, I don't know what the deal is. Should I do? Well, no, because let's see. Should I start rambling while standing up? It's no. I'll still yawn standing. Should I sit somewhere other than my bed? Should I? I don't know. Or sit in my bathroom and just sit on the toilet? Nah, that last one was not serious, just so we're all aware. Anyway, so yeah, I was watching this stream of them playing this tabletop game, and it was a very good stream. However, it made me want to play it made me want to play a tabletop game like that, D&D, and I had another one in mind for this exact sentence. The World of Darkness. I think that's a thing. And those are the only two that come to mind immediately. So that's as far as we're gonna get. But I don't know, because as much as I want to, I am also the most antisocial, introverted person I know, and me meeting with people like that to like do something like that is like so out of the comfort zone for me, especially when like as far as my head likes to believe it anyway, those kind of games like you make up a character and then you're kind of like in character, like that would be so hard for me to do with people I'm not like super comfortable with. But like, you know, I'm not super comfortable with anyone that would, well, okay, yeah, no, I'm not super comfortable with anyone who would play games like that. Other than the fact that I know me and my bestie have talked about, like, she has talked about wanting to play D&D and stuff before. However, obviously, we've never done that for the obvious reason of the fact that she lives like 5 hours away from me. So that would be an issue. Yeah, but anyway, so yeah, watching that made me want to like play a tabletop game, which hopefully I will do one day. Who knows when? I know like one day. I know a couple of years ago in high school, this guy came up to me and was like, "Hey Joe, would you want to join our D&D group?" And like, I don't know, at the time I was taken aback, like in a good way. I was like shocked that somebody would ask me that in a good way. But also I like barely knew this guy and I was kind of uncomfortable. So that never went anywhere. But you know, I had my chance. Fortunately in the land of video games, there are plenty of video games that kind of replicate the experience, you know, Baldur's Gate, Disco Elysium. I swear I had more examples for this. They're like one of my favorite genres of video games. Jesus Christ. Tyranny. What's the other? Oh wait, I don't know if Tyranny. Well, let's see. They're the Pathfinder games. I know those totally count. Divinity 1 and 2. What's the? I feel like Warhammer Void Trader would count, but I haven't actually played that game yet. It's been installed for months now, and I haven't launched it, so don't know for certain. But like Baldur's Gate, especially, in particular, Baldur's Gate 3, like that, like for sure fits my bill. However, I also will admit that it probably isn't the exact same experience, you know, because I think part of the fun is being around a group of presumably friends and doing this crazy adventure thing as a group and whatever. None of that. There is a co-op Baldur's Gate, but I have learned that I'm not a very big fan of playing Baldur's Gate with other people, unfortunately. Anyway. So yeah, so I watched that stream. It was a very good stream. I had a very good time. Which is part of the reason why I didn't get out of bed today until like 3 p.m. Nope, not getting on again. Nope, we're not gonna do it. Nope. Nope. Okay, I think it's gone. I think we're good. So yeah, so I got out of bed at like 3 today, and hopped in the shower, and then I watched some videos for quantum computing. What was that noise? I don't know, I heard some noise in the hallway. I still hear it, actually. What is that? I don't know. Yeah, watched some videos for quantum computing. Took a quiz, got 100%, which is always nice. Oh, that reminds me, I need to study for my Earth Science Lab final. Whoops. And my computer logic exam, that's on Thursday, but review for that's Tuesday, so also studying for that's kind of hard because I don't know what to study exactly. After I finished those videos, took my quiz, I had dinner. I had a meal, chicken enchilada, rice, and refried beans from home that was just leftovers. So I warmed that up, and that was really good. And then I played a few matches of Dead by Daylight to do challenges to get the rest of the 2v8 rewards and level up a little bit on the battle pass. I'm now tier 71 out of 100 and have about 77 more days to get to tier 100, so I almost definitely get it done. And then after playing DBD for a few matches, I went and played the Division. So I finally caved, and I ended up doing story content. I'm about level 20. I was trying to hold it off for as long as I could, but doing just the side missions was getting kind of boring, and I just needed to unlock some of the other systems so I could have a bit of a more enjoyable time. And so here we are now, where I am not currently playing anything at the moment, but I probably will be as soon as I wrap up rambling here, once I make my mind up. I don't know why, but my brain, wants me to buy... I've bought games recently, so it's and plus I've got my games for my birthday, so I really shouldn't want this. My brain is yeah, you should buy it, you should treat yourself, since that outfit you wanted to buy got delayed till next month. You should just buy a game that you want, even if it's expensive. So I was checking around on at least the PSN store. I haven't turned my Switch on yet, but I don't know. I'm kind of torn, because I guess let's see, what's today? Today's the 16th. So I think 2 or 3 days ago, maybe 4 days ago, this new anime, I think the games came before the anime, actually, but it's still anime style, so I'm gonna call it anime. This new anime, soccer game came out called Inazuma 11 Victory Road, I think. And, it looks fun. And it has, on Steam, it's been out for 2 or 3 days. It's got 8,000 reviews, and it's got overwhelmingly positive, which means it's, I don't know, I think 90% positive or whatever. And it's been in development for, 9 years. Apparently, it's, fantastic. The only problem is, I'm not huge on sports games, and it's $70. So I'm a little torn, because I want to get it and try it, because it does look fun, and people are saying it's amazing. But also, I don't want to be out $70. Unfortunately, there's no kind of demo or trial or anything. The best thing I could think of, without breaking any laws, was buy it on PC and play it for less than 2 hours in case I didn't like it, so I could refund it. And then if I did like it, refund it anyway, and then just buy it on console with the refund money. But also, that sounds like more effort than I want to do, so I don't know. Although that objectively seems like the smartest idea. But I don't know. Let's see what else is going on. What? Oh, so, wait, no, where'd the tweet go? Where'd it go? I've opened Twitter so I can read this. Okay, so I feel like I've talked about... Oh, no, yeah, I've definitely talked about anime on here before. So I was on Twitter, I don't know. Let's see, we've been talking for about 14 minutes. So, yeah, I was on Twitter about 15 minutes ago, and I saw this tweet by this guy, and it was can somebody recommend an anime that is... I had the tweet right here. Hold on. Can someone recommend an anime to me that will change my perspective on life? And I was I'm really curious to see what people will be saying in the comments. So I opened it, and I see Vinland Saga and Orb and Monster. And so I haven't seen any of these, but I'm well aware of their reputation. I'm that's just more of a reason for me to watch them. And somebody was read the Bible, you're a loser. And I'm that's... I don't know, that seems uncalled for. Black Clover? I don't... Alright, that's debatable. So I saw this reply, and it said, honestly, there are several. Date A Live, Sword Art Online, DBZ, Yu-Gi-Oh, and My Hero. Now listen. Okay. So I haven't seen any Dragon Ball Z, or regular Dragon Ball for that matter, just because it doesn't really seem like it's my kind of vibe. However, I know for a fact it has its diehard fans, and I know it has a giant reputation. However, I have seen Date Alive, Sword Art Online, Yu-Gi-Oh, and My Hero. These are not shows that, now, to everybody has their own opinion. These are not shows that I would view as shows that will change their perspective on life. I don't look. Maybe when I watched all of these shows, I just missed the memo. But I don't. Listen, I love Sword Art Online, but especially Sword Art Online, and I love Date Alive, but especially Date Alive. I don't think either of those. I don't know. I was really hoping it was a bait tweet, like they're trying to like bait reactions, but I don't think they are. And like, I'm not trying to hate on what someone likes. I know it probably sounds like that. It's just like I don't think these shows really fit the bill. I mean, I swear, it sounds like I'm hating on them. And that's not my intention at all. It just, these are the last things I expected somebody to list. So yeah, that was my micro tangent about somebody saying Date Alive, Sword Art, Yu-Gi-Oh were life changing. Which I don't agree with. Also, when I was on PlayStation, I noticed that apparently, actually, I was trying to think. Okay, I haven't mentioned it recently, and I know since the last time I mentioned it, I feel like we've had the increase in people. So let me. Okay, one game I have a very long relationship with is Grand Theft Auto 5, because it's like, I don't know, it's like almost 15 years old at this point. So the multiplayer component, GTA Online, I've been playing that specifically for, I want to say maybe I got into it the second, like within its first year or second year. I think I got into it pretty early. So me and my friend Riley, we have this tradition where whenever a new update comes out, like we'll play through the new content. And recently that's been not great. Like the content at best would last like an hour total and be like, okay, we're done. It used to be that like we could make a whole day out of this and sometimes not even be done. But like recently, it's whatever. So the next update, which I believe is coming out in December, is allowing the players to buy like mansion properties and stuff, unless we're all being baited. So apparently a couple days ago they added 3 new missions to the game, and if you finish them before the 7th of December, you'll get a $2 million discount on the future luxury properties or something. So I didn't know about this. Riley obviously didn't know about it because he doesn't keep up with the game like at all. He just like, I'll just text him and be like, hey, new update, and then he'll reinstall the game and we'll play through the new stuff, and then he'll uninstall it. So I was like, hey, there are 3 new missions. I'm like, these aren't like, it's like, I'm like, it is an update, but I'm like, it's not like an update. So I was like, would you want to play through these? And he was like, yeah, I guess. So tomorrow we're going to play through the 3 new missions. I'd be amazed if it even gets us through a full hour of content. But hey, I don't know. Like, it's neat that they're there. So that's a thing that would be going on. Unless it happens tomorrow, I will not be meeting with my rock study science group because nobody has said anything. So the only downside to that is that's one less thing for me to talk about, I guess. But it's fine. Also, don't tell anybody, but I've turned off, I think I've said this already, I've turned off notifications for the app for my hallway chat because, I don't know, they talk about, like, just random stuff that typically doesn't apply to me, and then this whole thing with, like, us, like, needing to meet with the RA at this point, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait it out. I'm gonna see how long I can wait. I'm gonna see if she just shows up here and is like, hey, we need to meet, and I'll be like, alright, let's just have our little meeting in the hallway. Sorry, I know, like I said, I think I already said, I know I'm being, like, petty and annoying and obnoxious or whatever, but this is such a waste of my time. It's a waste of her time, too, but it's such a waste of time. And to an extent, I know she's doing her job, but, like a previous RA, he would just, like, let us fill out a form. And, like, I would go to the meetings, and, like, they were meetings of, like, substance, and we would, like, talk about stuff for, like, half an hour, just, like, personal, like, oh, what do you know, what's going on? Like, what have you seen anything good? Have played any good, like, this is literally pointless. Like, we walk in, sit down, have you made any friends? No. Okay, bye. Like, so, yeah, I'm being a little annoying, and, yeah, we're just gonna see how long it goes. I'm also, my mom comes back from her trip at, like, around 1:30 in the morning, so she'll be back. But yeah, I feel like that's everything I wanted to do. Oh, I keep having, like, not dreams. I mean, they are dreams, but I'm not sleeping. Daydreams? Is that, I know it's a word, but, like, I don't, yeah, let's just say that's what they are. I keep having daydreams about me hanging out with my bestie, and then when I come back to reality, I'm like, I want that to be, like, real, and then I get, not sad, but I'm just like, man, why can't it be real? Sorry, I think that was the last thing, but, wow, 22 minutes. I thought this was going to be a short one. Alright. I think I'm going to wrap it up here. So, as always, if you liked what you're listening to, hit like, leave feedback in the comments below, subscribe, and turn on post notifications to stay up to date on things I post. Follow me on Twitter if you feel so inclined to do so for the once in a while extra post over there. Link is in the description. Of course, another yawn. As always, your support means the world to me, and I love you all, but most importantly, I miss my bestie more than anyone else and anything else in this entire world, and I cannot wait until I get to talk to her again. I'll be back tomorrow with another ramble. Until then, bye!